whole world's coming down. Evacuate Metropolis.
I'm here with Mr. Batman. I'm going to call you that from now on, okay? Because you've been doing this for a while. But tell me about this story in particular, because this is fresh. It's brand new.
Yeah, this is a story that the idea was thought up by Bruce Timm, who I've worked with since Batman the Animated Series. We go back like 25 years. I started writing Batman in 1981 on the Super Friends, so I even go back farther with this guy. He had this idea to do darker versions of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, because we always felt like they held back. Like when they fight villains, they just held back, made sure the villains didn't die. And he wanted to do a different, darker version.
So how dark are we going here? What are we going to see? We
are going vampire dark. He is a vampire bat, and in this world, he's not Bruce Wayne. He is Kirk Langstrom, who in the comic books is Man-Bat. But this is even a darker version of Man-Bat.
When you start something new, you obviously need a creator, and this is the creator right here of a new story. Right. So this is a new story. Now, how do we wrap our minds around this? Because it's a totally new world for us DC fans.
It's basically like an alternate universe version of the DC universe. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman aren't Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne and Diana Prince. They're three completely different characters. Just a fun idea of how to explore, do something new and different with these three iconic characters and just kind of kick the table over and see what happens.
Tell me about these new characters that I should love.
People keep saying, oh, they're so dark, and it's not that I think that they're necessarily dark just for like dark's sake, because that seems to be what everybody's doing these days with superheroes. It's just their responses to criminal elements. They're kind of realistic in a way. It's like, you know, there's like this weird unwritten code that anybody who wears spandex is not allowed to kill a bad guy, and it's just like, well, why not? I don't get it, you know? It's like, I mean, if a cop is out in the field and he sees somebody gonna get killed and he's got his gun, it's his duty to actually use lethal force. So it's like, well, why shouldn't that apply to superheroes? So it's not like these guys are like bloodthirsty killers. It's just that, hey, it's practical, you know.
I watched one madman destroy my world. I'm not going to let another harm this one.
I am standing with a woman who is playing Wonder Woman. I can't believe this. I'm so excited to be here with you because I feel like every woman identifies with Wonder Woman in a certain way. So I'm wondering how you identify with her.
Well, it's kind of funny because, of course, every little girl dreams of playing Wonder Woman. So, you know, my nickname, a friend of mine called me Diana all the time and got me an action figure. So in my trailer on Bones, I have a Wonder Woman action figure. So it's kind of surreal that when I got the call to play Wonder Woman, I sort of said, is this a joke? Wonder Woman in an alternate universe in Upside Downtown? Hell yeah.
I'm playing Will Magnus, who's a scientist and an old friend of Batman, and let's just say he had something to do with Batman becoming who he is. And this is a parallel universe, mind you, so the Batman that you might be aware of or familiar with isn't quite the same Batman that we have, and Superman the same, and Wonder Woman the same. They're all very different characters with different origins.
Let's talk about the character of Lois Lane and your portrayal of her. So how did you feel jumping into the booth?
Everyone's origin story is different. So Superman is a different Superman, Batman's a different Batman, Wonder Woman is a different Wonder Woman. But Lois Lane remains the same in that she is reporting to the citizens, except her perception of our superheroes is altered because they are altered. So she doesn't like Superman. She thinks the three of them are villains. She thinks that they are wreaking havoc on the city. So that's what she's reporting. We've got to stop these guys. So it's a very different world.
EP's movie coverage is brought to you by Nintendo, makers of Splatoon for the Wii U.